All right. We back. I'm back once again. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, former Division I college football player, and current five-time published author and educator. We're back another Wednesday here for another Wintrapreneur tip. Do this every single Wednesday. I talk to you guys a little bit about the concept of being an entrepreneur. If you don't, if this is your first time tuning into one of these, I'll just give you a brief understanding of what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is a person who has the mindset of an entrepreneur, but they're working within a company to build and innovate and create opportunities within that company while getting a check every 2 weeks or every month or whenever it is you get, whenever the payroll makes it so you get paid, but you have a job, but you are an entrepreneur and you're working within that company. So I do this every single Wednesday. I give you a tip because of the countless jobs, the countless experiences that I've had as an entrepreneur. It's just a little more convenient, a little more efficient for me to break it down every single week in terms of how you go about being an entrepreneur, the kind of things you do, the tips and the lessons, as opposed to me trying to draw out a long, drawn out episode about being an entrepreneur, because I can do that. I can probably speak for hours upon hours on it. So I break it down to one tip every single week. All right. So let's get to it. Before I actually get to today's tip, I got to send you to makeyourmove.com. That's makeyoumove.com, and go get you an NIL bundle. All right. It includes all three of these books. This one, my latest book, Transferring D1, a practical guide on the chaotic world of college athletics. Again, a world that I know very, very much about. I walk you through specifically the best ways to go about picking a school or picking an athletic program. A lot of experience in that. So you get that. Also, there's my second book titled Make Your Move, a unique look into boxing, dance, and entrepreneurship. I make the bold claim in this book that boxing and dance are the best activities for you to do to get prepared for whatever your number one sport is. And my co-author book, a book that I partnered with 10 other authors on, it's called The Six-Figure Athlete. All right, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell you every time I talk about this book, I make sure I emphasize the importance, all right, of understanding you are always one injury away from your athletic playing career being over. So you get all of that, NIL bundle to make your move, transferring D1, and the six-figure athlete. You get all of that, makeyourmove.com. It's makeyoumove.com. All right, so all that being said, let's get to today's Wintrapreneur tip. It was when I was 19 years old. I was 19 years old. I had just come off a torn ACL. I had a knee surgery, right? It's because I was played my freshman year of college football at a Division II program named Carson Newman College. And it was a very, very rough year. I talk about it a little bit in Transferring D1. All right, it's a rough year. I went and tore my ACL my freshman year, and I wanted to transfer to the Division I program, in which I ended up transferring to and getting my bachelor's degree from, right? So what happened was that sophomore year, after I tore my ACL from my freshman year in college, I moved back home to where I grew up in Maryland. All right, I moved back home and I worked at this gym named Washington Sports Club that is no longer in business. It's a gym that has gone out of business. And I've spoken about this. I mean, this was my first job, period. First thing that was actually paying me 2 weeks, and the first time kind of in the real world. I was 19 years old. I mean, everything was in shambles. Just a year prior to me taking that job, everything seemed so secure and legit. High school graduation, going off to play college football. Everything seemed like everything seemed like it was set, like I made it, right? But it was like just a whole lot of stuff going on. And I remember the area, and this is why it was such shocking news. I actually found out that Washington Sports Club is no longer in business because I became very close to a former trainer there, and he's been on his shout out to Omar. Omar's been on the show. The title of his episode is Business Mentorship. And if you go back and listen to the show, you hear how surprised and shocked I was at the fact that the gym closed, because it was in such a well-off area. All right. And that brings me to the actual tip today, which is understanding the area, location is so important, and understanding that the people that come in and out your business, especially if you're in a well-off area, and most businesses that last are in well-off areas, right? The people that come into your business, these are opportunities to not only necessarily just build relationships with them, but learn from them, learn from the things that they do, learn from the ways they carry themselves, learn how they operate, learn a ton of things, learn the things that you don't want to be, learn what it's like in the business in general, right? So I'll give you an example. When I first started working there and I was a front desk associate there, the interview process, the person managing the club at the time was a guy named Mark Mitchell. Mark Mitchell used to run the sales department. He used to be a seller too. He used to do gym sales. And I guess then he, got moved up to the managerial position. And that was another issue with Washington Sports Club. There were all these between Washington Sports Club and LA Fitness. They hire sales consultants and they hire managers and they hire customer care managers. And there's the personal trainers and there's the front desk. When, to be honest with you, it's a turnkey operation. People are going to come in and work out. You really just need a trainer and you need someone that's going to manage the trainers and do sales. You don't need so many different people. Again, I've had experience, especially particularly in the fitness industry, when it comes to just being able to do everything. But anyway, he was telling me, and he said this on multiple times. I worked there for an entire year, and he said it on multiple occasions because again, I'm the young guy coming in there front desk, just trying to get just trying to get a job, just trying to get started, just do something productive, because again, my ACL's torn. I wanted to go back and play college football, all that kind of stuff, right? So he told me from the first time we met, this is South Bethesda, Maryland. If you know anything about South Bethesda, Maryland, it's a very affluent area, a very affluent neighborhood. And he said, look, the people walking in and out of this club, out of this gym every single day are some of the greatest entrepreneurs in the world. They can probably tell you how to do your job as a front desk. So they could probably tell you how to do your job better than you can because they have their own businesses. They're doing their own thing. They're making it. They're in an area, they're living in an area that's very well off. And as I started to, and this is just throughout the year, as I started to get to know the members, as I started to get to know people and reach out to people and see people out in the community and all that kind of stuff, it helped me develop as a businessman. It helped me develop. It helped me go on, because what happened was after that year, that's when I transferred to Stony Brook. My knee got right, and I was able to start to build those relationships with people that I, again, just had interactions with in and out the club. And and I'll close you guys out with this example. Actually, it was another sales associate, Bubakar, who had a heart to heart with me. He kind of had a heart to heart with me when he goes, look, Aswand, you got to understand that these people who are coming in and out of the club, they look at you. You're the first person that they see, and when they come in, you're the last person that they see when they walk out. And I remember him telling me one time, he goes, look, you have two options. These people can see you. They can see you, and they could see you outside the gym, and they could say, oh, yeah, that's Aswand from the gym. Or they can see you. That was option number one. He said, or they can see you outside the gym and they can say something like, oh, that's Aswand from the gym, and be all excited and see, and you guys have a great conversation, and then possibly hire you to do more stuff and work sports, or just do whatever it is you want to do. And I'm explaining all that to you guys because if you're in a job and you're working with people, obviously you're reaching out to people, obviously you're trying to generate business in some way, shape, form, or fashion, start to think about the kind of people that you're going to build relationships with, start to think about the area you're going to be in, start to think about all the stuff that you can become if you stay locked in, if you spend your money wisely, and if you use the platform that the job is giving you in order to better yourself and create opportunities for yourself. Because again, I could speak from experience. After I left that position, I went and graduated from college, and that's when I started running my own thing. I started creating my own opportunity. I became a college scout for a company named National Scouting Report, and that's where I started to create the synergy between athletics, fitness, and getting athletes in the gym, and starting to see opportunities and create opportunities that led to moving swiftly, creating my own acronym, creating my own platform. All of that stuff came from seeing folks walking in and out the gym every day, building relationships with them, to doing something as simple as saying hi and bye, enjoy your workout, how was your workout? And there are those little questions that they would appreciate over and over again. Whenever they see me, they're always smiling. They're always like, man, I see Aswand from the gym, all that kind of stuff. You get to know them. That's what you have to be doing in your business, as opposed to the complaining about what's not getting done, what's this not getting done, all that kind of stuff. That shit's for the motherfucker. Listen, you're not getting anywhere with complaining. Everybody has issues at their job. Everybody has situations in their job that they don't like. No one situation is perfect. You're not the only one dealing with situations that are not perfect. Utilize the relationship that you can have now and figure out a way to make it so you are benefiting in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But that takes work, that takes mindset, that takes a strong mindset, a strong mental fortitude for you to say, this is how I'm being helped, and I'm going to ride this thing. I'm going to make sure I'm better today than I was yesterday. All right. All that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. Make sure you hit the tab that says innovative teamwork. I'll come out and do a workshop, host a workshop to make it so your staff and the people that are employees for your organization, they're developing this mindset. They have this mindset where now I'm not going to be complaining as much because I have certain things to do. I'm going to be seen, I'm going to be heard. That's what I teach in my professional development workshop. So again, the website is makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.